Good morning, guys. Good morning. Right before I push live, my ring light moved, so I've just got to get it. There we go. Get it back to where it is supposed to be. Good morning. Good morning. We are gonna do a mass June plan with me. I am typing as I am doing this. So we are in our daily duo. I want you guys to get out your planners. We are going to just stay on live for a while, and we are going to get as much in June done as we can. So a mass June plan with me. There we go. All right, so I did a little prep work here. You guys can see I use my daily duo like crazy. Like, she is chunky, she's full of stickers. It makes me so extremely happy. And we are going to jump way back to June here. And I did some prep work yesterday for all this, making sure that I had like all the kits all prepped and printed and cut and all this kind of stuff. I had already pre-planned with you guys like what kits we were using for what weeks before. And so it ended up making like this prep really easy because I just had to pull kits instead. So I'm going to get started with June, the monthly. So we're doing the June, the monthly, and then we're going to go like page by page and just go as far through June as you can. So you can see I have like all the sticker kits just stuck where they end up belonging. And so, yeah, we're just going to mass do June. So part of this is we're getting ready to leave on vacation. My only hope with these stickers being in here is that they don't just fly out everywhere. But we're getting ready to go on vacation for June. And we like the first 2 weeks, I am not even at home or anything like that. And it's not a full 2 weeks, it's just under 2 weeks. But that being said, like I know I'm not going to use my planner at all if I don't get stuff like in it ahead of time. And then I generally do take them on vacation with me because we drive. So we're going to Florida and we drive all the way from Iowa to Florida. So it's a little over 1,000 miles. Sometimes it's 1,500 miles, depending on where in Florida we are going to. But this time it's just over 1,000 miles, and we drive that because to fly a family of 6 is not cheap. And also, we just like to do a lot of fun things on the way. My kids are awesome travelers, so it works out really well for us. They've just always traveled in their life, though. So I think they've just, I don't know, like learned it from each other, like how to be good travelers and stuff. So, hey guys, as you check in, go ahead, grab your planner. Let's get stuff done. Like, it will feel so good to get so much done. We did this with my dashboard planner not too long ago, and it was so extremely helpful. Let's see, let's use these pink ones. It was so extremely helpful to have all of that dashboard. Like, I'm still using it for May, already pre-laid down, and it's making my functionality and my productivity increase. So I'm like, you know what? I don't typically do it this way. I typically do it week by week, but your girl needs it done. So we're going to sit down and we're going to do it together. And I've been wanting to go live with you guys. So it ends up working out really, really well for all that. So, all right, we like to box in our pages. So that's why I am putting the washi strip down here. We're using kit 412. I didn't even do that. I didn't even tell you guys. So kit 412, and I have all 3 pages here. So this is the first page, and I printed out June. If you guys want a month on there, if you're going through Etsy, this is harder. If you're going through my website, this is easy. So my website, you just pick your 412 7x9 monthly -1, and it will say June next to it. So you pick whatever month you want. Etsy doesn't allow you to like do as many features and everything. So for Etsy, just send me a note and it could say kit 412 7x9 monthly 1, I want June. And that way I know to pre-print June for you guys. If I don't get a note, then it's just blank, which is not bad at all either. Okay, and then we have page 2, which is all of our boxes, extra washi strip, and some icons. And then we have page 3, which is what covers up these extra boxes that are not within the month. But then I utilize these on other pages too. So, okay, let's see. I think the next thing I want to do, these are just reminders for later dates because this is the end of the month. So June, or the end of the planner. June is the last part. Like we're almost ready to go into our new planner. I'm ready for it too. I'm really ready for it. And I almost considered not even doing the June plans in here, but I'm like, girl, you're gonna regret that. I know you are. So I decided we're still gonna put it in here and kind of go from there. So, okay, let's do, I should have left it half folded. So yeah, as you guys check in, let me know who all is here. Hopefully we get a good turnout. Last week we had a good turnout and I only had a half hour. I was so rushed. I don't have all day this time. We have multiple things going on. We have dance recital tonight, but we also, I'm going to take this out because it's just kind of throwing me off. We also have wax museum is what it's called. And so like my third grader dresses up as a certain person that she has done research and has done a project and a project board on. And then you go around and you look at their boards and they give you a presentation while you're there. So that is nice and fun. And she is so super excited to do that with me. Okay, so what I am looking at now is I have these 4 big boxes here and I like to find like big event type things. So let me get my calendar out. I have a little paper calendar that I have, and we're going to look and see what kind of big things we have going on. Okay, so I think let's do last day of school is here. So let's put one on the 4th. We have quite a few big days actually, but I just try to pick and choose. Okay, and then I think Father's Day is worth mentioning, right? So the 21st. Okay. Alrighty, let's get, and that summer begins on Father's Day too. That is so fun. And I'm going to, so that I don't forget to try to look at this, in the back of my reusable sticker book. So this is a Planner Kate reusable sticker book. They're double-sided pages, and I want to say there's like 50 pages. But in the back, I ended up going like different months. And then when I have something specific to that month as far as a sticker, I put it in that month one. And that way, when I go looking for it, I don't have to worry about it at all. So 4th of July, June, we don't have Father's Day. I must have used all of them and we don't have summer begins. So that's okay. At least I know I looked. That was the whole point, to reuse, like get our stickers used as much as we could. Okay, what else do we have other big? I'm looking real quick here. Okay, maybe the 20th. Let's do one on the 20th. And I am not going to put every single thing that we're doing in the month. I'm just setting it up because the month notoriously takes me like a good hour on video. And so, yeah, we're not going to do that. We are going to keep stuff rolling. Okay, that looks really good. And then the next thing that we need to look at is there long things that we need to delineate? And there is. I just said we're going on vacation. And so we're just going to lay those down. And so this whole second week, we are gone. So I like to do a lot of this stuff before I put any of the date dots down. And that way, like for these, I don't have to redo the date dots. Okay, let's find our X-Acto knife. I see it down here in the corner. So I moved my treadmill. Oh my gosh, what did they do? My family borrowed my X-Acto knife, and clearly there's an issue real quick. But I moved my treadmill upstairs into my office, and so I had to move my office stuff around. Like, I'm down one desk that I used to have, and it feels very weird. Like, I'm trying to reach for stuff where it normally is and now is moved, and so I just have to get used to it. So yeah, but I'm happy that I did it. I'm happy that I have, oh gosh, I think they dulled down my blade. They used it on some heavy material. That's okay. It was super, super sharp. It needed dulled down a little bit. Okay, so we have that. And then we have more dates. So we're going to grab our second washi strip here and kind of do the same here. So yeah, I have all these sticker kits printed out, and we're just going to keep rolling on to the next thing and get as much done. I know some people do like a whole entire month at a time, and I think if I didn't film, I probably would, because I love, like, it has to be functional. And so I love like having it pre-planned and pre-laid down. And then after this, so these are the last week at a glances for my videos, because my new planner, we have Flag Day here, that is also part of it, will be back on this day. So we'll just use whatever chunk. That couldn't have been any better than what it is, you guys. So we leave here, we come back here. So like spacing wise, that worked out really, really well. But the new planner has the dashboard page going into the Daily Duo week. And so, yeah, these are the last week at a glance, because I updated to be basically the most current for filming and everything. The week at a glance kits are staying available though. Like, we all love those too much for them to go anywhere. Right? Right. Okay. Let's real quick. We're going to grab one of these boxes, and this is a 31st, so it's May. So we're going to get those laid down and cover up that. Beautiful. I love that yellow with the blue with pink. Like, I just love this color combo. It is so much fun. Alrighty. Then the other goal is to finish designing a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I take all my stuff on vacation with me, like I said, and that way, if we're inside and we're just chilling or it's late at night, I can get my computer out and get a whole bunch of stuff done. And so I wanted to pre-record stuff, but really I think what I need to do is just like focus on design while I'm gone. The hard part is a lot of times when I design, I want to print and cut at the same time. And like, I have this certain process so that I don't have to like keep rounding back to the same kit. And if I do that while I'm gone, it obviously doesn't allow me to do that. But desperate times call for desperate measures. And then we just got to make it all work. And obviously that long drive. So we have 3 drivers, but last year we had offered for my daughter to drive. But once you get out in the Midwest, driving is hardcore. It's funny because different sections of the United States drives very, very differently. And there's a lot of going 90 miles per hour, slamming on brake, and going 30 miles per hour. Like, if you're just going the speed limit, you're going to cause the accident. But people are like swerving in and out and slamming on their brakes in front of you. And this isn't a one-time trip. Like, we've been doing this trip for well over a decade. This is every time, and there's certain states that are worse than others. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to insult people. But yeah, there's definitely certain states that are worse than others. And there's certain sections I'm always like, why do I always get stuck driving in this location? Like, it's just kind of a family joke at this point, that somehow or another, I'm always the driver when we're hitting certain areas. And part of me likes that because I like to be in control. And the other part of me is like, I just want to close my eyes and act like we're not even driving through those sections. But yeah, it is what it is. But rounding back to my daughter, we had offered for her to drive because my husband and I usually drive for like a good 3 to 4 hours and then we switch off. And so um, it's kind of fun that way. And we had offered for her to like get into the driver's seat for an hour and then switch off. And she's like, I don't want to drive in these locations. I mean, she knows like what all's going up, and I wouldn't put her in that situation. So I'm thinking this time I just need her to drive the Midwest section of it. And that way she doesn't have to worry about it. And then, of course, once you get down south, like more like Florida, it just rains so much, right? So, like, it's either beautiful or it's like torrential downpour. There's not much in between. And granted, those downpours can be like 15, 20 minutes and then it's absolutely beautiful again. But when those downpours happen, you can't see when you're driving. Like it makes it a little bit harder and traffic slows down because of it. So yeah, you just have to be really intentional with all of your movements and lane changes and all that kind of stuff. So but I am so super excited. We are ready for vacation. We're not truly ready. I haven't packed a single thing and we're days out. But emotionally and mentally, I am ready to go on vacation. This is probably, I'm trying to think. I think I could say this with all certainty. Usually I am most of the way packed by now, and we have not even began. I did buy a few things. Come on, get in. I did buy a few things that we were needing last week. But outside of that, wow, like this is going to be last minute packing. But I told the kids, okay, the goal is just the next thing right now in our schedule because they're just all big events, right? So, like, recital has to happen, end of the school year has to happen, this wax museum has to happen. We had fifth grade graduation party. We have a field day and lunch on the lawn. Like all these things have to happen at a certain time. And so, therefore, like, I just have to go. I don't want to say through the motions because I'm definitely like, you know what? If we end up leaving 12 hours later than what I planned on it, then that is okay because I just don't want my kids to like feel the stress of the schedule at the end of school year. I would rather them like just enjoy all of these things. And especially I'm going to put this month up here. I have fifth graders that it's the end of their elementary. Like, never will they be in elementary again. They're going on to middle school. And so I want them to enjoy each and every little bit of that. And so that's what we're going to do. Okay, this feels very weird that I'm not laying down like all these boxes, but what I end up doing is whatever certain days we have certain stuff, I lay down the boxes. Like on the 16th, we have an orthodontist appointment at 10:20. So I will take and write 10:20. I'll put who it's for, an orthodontist, and put it here. But for time's sake, I'm not going to do that right now. So these ones are going to kind of go to the side. And here is our monthly done. And then this next page is really simple. I think we might go back to this page here in a second. I was in between if I wanted to do the dashboard layout, which is what I originally had planned out. But I think what I'm actually going to do, what can be very beneficial, is I pre-planned out with you guys. Let me find where they are right here. I pre-planned out with you guys, and this is coming up on a video, but my quarter 3. So this is the end of quarter 2. And then I pre-planned quarter 3 with you. None of this makes any sense to you. If you guys watch the video when it comes up, this will all make sense. But I'm thinking that it would be really beneficial to put it on here. And that way it's in my personal planner. So we're going to take this big question mark out because that's what we're going to do, period. That's how it is. So, okay, move that up. And then I'm just going to keep it Sunday start because that's what all of our other planners are. And so it makes a lot of sense for it to be. And let's see. I'm trying to make sure it is straight. by just eyeing it. I'm a perfectionist, but I'm also not a perfectionist all at the same time. Okay. See how rolled she is? She's so, all those stickers. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay. So kit 412, it's a 7x9 calendar. It's just like one sheet, and then you could pick a Sunday start or a Monday start, and then you can either get little date dots. Like you could use these down there if you wanted to, or I just write them in. I find that that is just way easier. And then if you don't want to take this whole page off, right, because sometimes it's hard and it sticks down wherever, just start peeling it back just like this. And then you are going to lay down the top. Okay, so I like to just go in the top corner and then try to make sure it stays as straight as possible. See, we're a little bit off already. Like there's not much weight over here and there's more. So this is where it's beneficial that I didn't lay the whole entire thing down yet. And what's making it hard is, and I wonder, let me see, it's how chunky the planner is right now is what's making it hard for me. Okay. And this is repositionable. And so it comes up generally really easy. Like I said, what's making it hard is how fat my planner is right now. All right. There, that's a little bit better. And then just basically I pull this out and I push this down as I go. And it all just lays flat so perfectly. And we are done with that one, Ori. Okay, so I'll go back through and I will write in what the days of the month are. And then, like I said, this is going to be like the June business layout, basically. Okay. One thing we didn't do, we need to put kit numbers on both of these. And so snip, snip. If you snip on both sides of them, then that just peels right off. All the newer ones, or most of them, I have it automatically cut it out for you in case you want to put it down. But obviously this one is not. Okay. And then I kind of keep these because if I want to redate stuff, I keep it, or I can cut apart and have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like different stuff. And so the way that I like to keep it for now is just cutting off the extra. And that way there's not all this extra bulkiness. Okay, that goes into the recycling bin. And then we did not put what kit it was either for the monthly. So we're going to do the same thing that I just showed you. Snip, snip. And then we're going to grab this. Perfect. And I like to generally put it right down here. That it's just like a certain space that I've done it for quite some time. Okay, so we have that one done. And then the other one we're going to do, this is usually my monthly list, like my monthly to-do. And what I like to do with this is to use these to like basically make my washi strips. Okay, so I think what we're going to do this time is we are going to slice these in half before we put them down. Generally, I put them down and then I cut off the edge. But I think I like the idea of doing it ahead of time this time. So I'm just using the lines that are naturally printed there. And I'm not measuring. I don't really care if like this part's fatter than this part or whatever. I'm just going for the flow. And hopefully that just cut through. Okay, it did. I was going to say, with that being dollar, it made me a little nervous there for a second. Oh, see, some of them didn't. Oh, shucks. Let's get this back out and see if we can get the same line. I might have to change out this blade. It was seriously too sharp, and I used the same blade for like 4 years, and then I finally switched it out with you guys, and I was like, yowza, I didn't realize how dull my other blade was. until I put the new one on, and then I'm like, that's a huge difference. Okay, let's see if this ended up working. Hey guys, as you join in, let me know who you are, where you're from. I always say that. And let me know what all you're doing also. Like, are you getting your planner out? Are you sitting there with your morning coffee? Are you enjoying the last few days without your kiddos home from school? Or I know quite a few people are either home from school already, or they're either home from school or this is their last day of school. It feels like our school is just going late this year compared to some years past. We always go into June. I dislike it. I wish we were in May. Like growing up, that's how my school was. It was in May and it felt awesome. Here we go. So see how this is making its own washi strip, and it makes it so these don't go to waste either. So I really love like repurposing them for this. You just butt it up to the previous one, lay it on down, and she lays perfectly. Okay, and then sometimes I'll go searching for a different washi strip, but I think we are just going to like butt this in down here and make it so that it's the same. So this will be our June to-do list, like our master list for the month. Okay. I love this. And like I said, I can't stay on forever, but I am going to stay on for a while. And then have to finish getting stuff ready to go watch my daughter. And then we have to rush home. I don't even know how I'm getting my 3 girls ready for recital, to be honest with you. By the time they get out of school and get home, we have about 20 minutes to get 3 dancers ready with hair, makeup, costume, all of it, and back out the door to drive across town. Usually it is not on a Friday night. Usually we do 3 shows on Saturday. And this year they decided to do it a little bit different. And I don't know, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight, but we're also really good. Okay, I'm going to grab out, this is my 7x9 monthly to-do headers. I also have A5 size. I use both of them equally, but I saw that I have June here, so I'm just going to automatically grab June out. And I use miscuts all the time, so that's why you're seeing some of it isn't cut all the way, because if I notice like a dull blade or something, I take those for myself all the time. I don't mind. And we're just going to, right there, lay it out. And then we will put like what all kind of stuff needs to get done for that month. So, okay, we've done a lot already, you guys. We are, let's see how far we are. I have a little thing popped up, 28 minutes into this. And we have already done our master list. We've already done our monthly. And then we have already done, this is going to be our business perpetual page. Now we get to go into the fun kits, okay? And remember, we are just laying down the stickers. I need to remind myself that we are just laying down the stickers. We're not doing the planning, which feels very, very weird. So I will be putting like the date labels and stuff on it. So we're using kit 411. This is an ice cream kit, guys. Look, this is like so freaking cute. I absolutely love this one. And so, yeah, we'll look what the date ranges are and kind of go from there. But we have the first one, we have the bottom boxes, so 2B, 2C, and 2D. Our check it off list, our 7th box, and all of our extras. And then we have our week at a glance kit. So first portion that we are going through is our week at a glance. And again, I am going to write in what it is. Let's just grab a black Sharpie. This is an extra fine point one. And we are going to write it in. Hey guys, check in with me. Let me know who you are, where you're from, what you're doing. We are just mass laying down June. Like we're pre-planning all of June as far as I can. So June 1st through the 7th is what we're sitting at. 1 through 7, and let's write them in here. So I know once the kids get home from school, like after school lets out and stuff, it's just like chaotic. And so I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm going to keep filming, but it's a little bit harder when other people are in the household. All right, week 23. There we go. And so I'm just getting them laid down so that I can use my planner because we're also gone for the first 2 weeks. So, all right, let's get, these are little ice cream trucks on the sticker. It's so fun. I'm going to move it over just a titch. Okay. Hey, girl, how are you? Yeah, I haven't gone live much. We've been so busy. This weekend I was going to, and time just got away from us. I'm just laying everything down crooked because the little curve that we have going on from all these stickers being in here, it gets harder towards the very end of the planner. And usually too, and I'm not noticing this, and I think it's because I'm balancing out where the stickers are, but usually my front and back covers start popping off, and it's not doing this just because like everything's curved and the pressure point is over here. So usually these end up popping off, and it's not doing it this year. And I think it is because when I even design sticker kits, I try to make sure there's like stickers throughout the whole entire page. And that way it's not going to just like fall off nonstop. And so hopefully that makes sense to you. Like it keeps stuff a lot flatter than what it used to. So we are going to lay this down just like we normally do, like the same layout. Last week I did do a little different, and I made this page my brain dump page, which felt a little weird. Let me show you. Like this, but it worked really well for me though too. So, but then it left this page empty, but that was fine because we've just been too busy and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff to get done. A lot. I don't know. Every day is just more hectic than the last day, but it will work out. I kind of thrive in the hectic times. And I just figure, you know what? This is exactly what I prayed for, is lots of children to keep me busy. And girl, they keep me busy. Yeah, I am so glad you're here on the live too. Hopefully more people are going to jump in with us and get your planner out. Let's get June down. Otherwise, grab your coffee and sit back and relax because here pretty soon it's just going to be more crazy and it's harder to relax still. Okay, so I just use these little washi strips. These also fit perfectly in each line, and so it kind of gives you a lot of different options basically. Okay, then we put this one up just a few. This will be our grocery pickup. And then this is meal prep, and we'll do a little bit less just because we're so busy that there is meal prep, but also there's just planned meals out. You decided to go from a 7x9 by A5. Quite a few people have, and I'm really interested, like when that planner starts, hearing everybody's feedback as to how much they love it or not. Like if the sizing will be sufficient enough for them. So we're going to come over here and, I didn't do the boxes for this one. So let's get into, so usually I use like a box for up here. And I think I purposely didn't do it for a lot of the kits for June because I want to use some of my older stickers. And so we could just flip back to the back, and that's where all of our extra ones are. And guys, this is kind of cute. The other thing I need to find, I don't need to, but I want to, is to put down here washi strips to box in. I think we're just going to grab from this blue. I mean, it's not really the kit color, but on this page, nobody is going to know. So wondering if I can add 3 more trackers because I want to purchase another big order. Do you mean 3 more trackers on the dashboard planner or for the A5? The hard part is making it all fit on the page. And when I ask for feedback, like a lot of people don't like trackers, but let me see. Let me see what I can do for you. Otherwise, the other thing I was thinking of doing was making neutral trackers, like a big page of a whole bunch of different colors or gray trackers, so that like that way, if you want more trackers, you can have more trackers. Does that make sense? Like as just like an extra page that you could do. Um, let's just use this one because it's right here. So I've considered doing that because I have had like this thought in my head, like exactly what you just requested. Like, believe me, I have had that thought in my head. And it's just because like I want to make all of these as usable for absolutely everybody that I can. And so I'm always so sad when like somebody doesn't have something that they want. Um, but let me get out some Post-it notes here and A5 trackers. We're just going to write that down, and that way it kind of prompts me to think about stuff. Okay, so this is June 1st through the 7th. I have old week of labels, and I just want to see, most of these Junes are used, June 2nd through the 8th. Okay, all of the Junes are used, so those aren't very usable. I just grabbed them out just in case they would end up working. I know I'm so interested, like I said, these A5. So I have the A5 Daily Duo right here. I did purchase it so that I could like size everything for you guys. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous this is. And yeah, just the size difference. Like I write a lot though, and you guys see that. And so it just kind of worries me for a second. Hold on, I gotta let Kova inside. All right, we are back in. But like even the size here, like I don't know, it just feels so small. I had considered using some A5 though. And so I did buy it because I'm really, really curious. And also, can we just like goo over that page? That is like one of my favorite pages for like all the coloring and everything. I wish they would do like more of this because that is gorgeous. I also love on the monthlies, like it's pretty minimal color. So you can still get your color and not have too much color. And that's kind of, see, look at me doing my fit checking and everything. Like really, it's just up here that you would have to cover up that color if it didn't work with your kit and stuff. So, okay, back to June. Back to June. Yeah, girl, I got that written down so I can kind of look at it. And I do know, see, these are all my extra fitness, or not my fitness, my habit trackers that I don't use. And I just put them down there so that I can use them when I need to. But I do know we're on week 23. Let's go grab one of those stickers. I do know I tried to, and it's kind of the sizing part makes it hard, but I'm going to try again for you. There we go. And then I swear back here, maybe it's before that. I thought I had more of the date range labels, but I must not. Okay. So we have our brain dump ready. Let's write in June 1 through 7. There we go. And then this is all done. So let's go ahead and toss that out. So that's all done. We need to put our labels in here. And let's go ahead we are going to cut these down. Hey guys, everybody's starting to join. We are doing a mass June plan with me. So June, like school's getting out, vacations are happening. June's just going to be crazy. And I feel like if I just have it like laid out already, that is going to be like one step closer to me utilizing it more. So I'm really excited about like actually just prioritizing this and sitting down. Okay, so we need our to buy. I am going to miss this week at a glance. This holds so much value and information for me, and I'm going to miss the heck out of it. And I don't know, I've played around with the new dashboard, and I do have a video coming out trying the week at a glance stickers in the new dashboard to see how you can kind of recreate these pages by covering up stuff in the dashboard. But that being said, too, I might just have my business planner move over so that it's two planners in one. So the dashboard would be my business layout, and then the daily duo would be all things personal, because I feel like that could work for me. So that's what we are going to start that planner as and go from there. Okay, Mondays are paydays, and the first is also paydays, so it's a double payday. And then we have trash and recycling, and let's see. I have to think if it'll be both because I didn't lay it down this last time. So this week was trash only. Okay, so this is trash and recycling. So let's put both those down. And that is every Wednesday. Okay, and we are like, here's last day of school, and then we are gone on vacation. I was thinking about putting stuff down, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to kind of leave that how it is and let this be good enough. Okay, we've done a lot, you guys. June to-do list. I'm going to quit flipping back through here in a second, but a whole bunch of people just joined. So I want you guys to see what all we did. Okay, so the blank page that's before the start of the month, I always do as a master to-do list of stuff that I want to do during the month, like clean the maid, which is our robotic vacuum and mop. I always like scrub it really good and all this kind of stuff. I scrub out my dishwasher really good. I detail my truck, so that gets written on here. If I need to change air filters, if we need to do car registrations, if I need to sign up for deck hockey, like whatever goes into this month, I end up listing there, and it's so super helpful. Okay, and then we have our monthly, and this will end up getting all the schedule in it also, just not doing it live with you guys because time. And then this one is going to be my business pre-plan. And granted, like I said, we are gone the first 2 weeks. Basically, it's like partway through this week and then come back later. But we are gone. Like you guys can see where all this yellow stripe is, we're gone. So I will still be working in the background on that kind of stuff. But obviously I will not be home. So that's the business one. Here's our brain dump for week 23, and then our week at a glance for week 23. And then we are going to move on, and we are going to clean up our mess a little bit over here because I can't even get to my stickers. We are going to start mass laying down stuff. Okay, so I haven't done outside. I love this ice cream kit, especially up here. Like it's a cone, and then it has the frosting or the ice cream dripping down and sprinkles. Like that's one of my favorite. And then I really love the ice cream truck down here too. Oh my gosh. This made me think of my husband. He's just like so obsessed with ice cream. Oops, I just pulled an extra sticker off with me. Let's try to get her back down. So yeah, I don't know. I was feeling very unproductive, and basically like my brain was just shutting down. And then yesterday I sat down and did the Q3 pre-plan with me for the business and recorded that. So that video will be coming out after a while too. And that helped me so much. And once I like get going, it's a snowball effect. Like my brain just keeps going then. And so if you guys ever feel like really discouraged, really tired, unmotivated, set a 10-minute timer and just get started. This goes for fitness too. So my goal is to do 10 minutes of activity per day. So like get on my treadmill for 10 minutes even. Guys, I never stay on there only for 10 minutes. Like it turns into an hour all the time. But that being said, like before the idea of getting onto the treadmill just to do 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, it's not even worth it. I'm not even going to do it. Versus now I'm like, nope, you told yourself you were going to do it. So let's do it. So, all right, I've decided to try to make my own stickers for the Erin Condren horizontal layout, as most shops don't provide them or ship internationally. Oh, I know. I am so sorry. Oh my gosh. It is on my list though. But there are other priorities before it. But I have already done some research. Like, girl, I have not pushed you to the backside. I've already done some research as to like what kind of like sizing and ideas and all that kind of stuff, if I were to make those kits, because I wanted to see like how possible is this even for me. And I liked some of the things that I was seeing. Like I liked some of the ideas because I do like the idea of the horizontal. I will say that. So what are some tips for me not looking to open a shop just to make a few functional and headers stickers? I have to say, like, getting started and getting the right sizing and stuff can be frustrating. Okay, so like there's a lot of trial and error in it at first. But then once you figure out what your layout is or sizing, it gets a little bit easier. So like when I like sized everything for the A5 dashboard, guys, I probably easily went through 50 sticker sheets like this size of being print and cut of wrong sizes. And then I would go and test it out. And granted, too, like I'm selling mine, so I'm going to be a lot pickier naturally, but it would be a little bit off. And so I would have to make a mark and put like what I wanted to change about it and stuff, but easily went through 50 pages because it just has to be right. And so, do you have a cutting machine? Because that makes a huge difference too. Otherwise, some people cut them by hand. And granted, too, a lot of the horizontal stuff is straight edge. And so that does make it possible, being the straight edge. I know I wish I would do international for you, but I don't know. I looked into it again after we talked, and I even chit chatted with my husband after we talked to be like, can I get this done? And as of right now, it just doesn't make sense. Okay, so you have a Cricut Explore. Okay, I started with Cricut Airs, I think they were, and I could not get them to cut correctly for stickers. I feel like, and I am very smart when it comes to this. I feel like that's how it is with Cricut. Like either it works perfectly or it's absolutely horrendous and won't cut correctly. Like it cuts outside of the bounds and stuff. So hopefully yours, I think I got a dud. I was in contact with Cricut so many times because I really do like the Cricut. It's way quieter than Silhouettes. And so I really, really loved my Cricut, and I could do tons of other crafts with it just fine. But trying to do the stickers were impossible. And yeah, everything Cricut told me to fix, never fixed it. And then they'd be like, well, we don't know. And they would just leave it. And I even questioned, I'm like, at what point do you say that something is wrong and cannot get recalibrated with this machine? Like I've done everything you guys have requested. And they kind of left me hanging, which surprised me. So, okay, let's get down. So anyways, Cricut, I know they've done a lot of updates since I've done that because I moved on to Silhouette and then I bought a second Silhouette and now I have 2 Graph Techs. Like I just keep on increasing and I love what I have right now. But I still use my Silhouettes. So you are going to want to get all your measurements, which like I said, can be hard sometimes. And try not to do it like in inches, do it in like millimeters because millimeters really matter. So do it in millimeters and then you'll want to add an offset around your stickers so that then when they cut out, they're cutting out outside of the sticker part. So like when I have icons here, there's the little white section around it. That's called an offset. I don't know if that's exactly what it is called in Cricut, but most places that is what it is called. And so you add an offset to it and then start trying to cut. I mean, I'd say those are my biggest advice. And you are going to go through like errors, basically. And when I first started, like for myself, I would just use those errors all the time. I'd be like, whatever, this is for my personal planner. And in fact, when I started, my business planner was a horizontal layout. Like I did like it. Okay, there is that one. So, but I'm really, really sad that I'm not doing international. Maybe someday I'll expand to it. I've just got to make sure timing is right. And probably before tariffs and all that kind of stuff, I was looking at it a little bit more seriously. But then all these tariffs happened, and that's just a whole nother headache, isn't it? I'm going to, here we go, get more stuff on screen here. This feels weird not to do as much of the stickers like we're usually used to doing, like all of the plans and stuff. But I'm trying to tell myself, you ain't doing it, girl. I'll do stuff like trash day and payday and little stuff like that. But we are not laying down like school pickup and all that kind of stuff. I love this. This is fun. Okay, so I said this one was a trash and a recycling. Let's get out. I need to start using up my icons more, and so I'm trying to force myself to like get out stickers for every little thing. It's kind of funny. Oh. Hey guys, say hi here. Like, let's get the chat going. What are you guys working on while I am doing this? So we're doing all of June as far as I can until I get interrupted too many times and need to get off of a live, or if it's too late. So luckily, Kova just spent so much time outside. So now she is ready for a night-night. Kova's my dog. And yeah, she's ready for a little siesta. And so hopefully she stays nice and happy that way. There we go. This is going to feel so good to have this done, you guys. Oh. Our schedule is already so full because we literally come back from vacation and all of the sports start already. I know I said this in one of my videos, but literally all of the sports start like instantly. And it just, I just want some free time with my family. Did we just do? No, we're going backwards. Okay. Like flip the other way, Jamie. We need to do Monday and Tuesday still. And like I said, this one is my favorite one. Oh my gosh. This is what made me be like, I need an ice cream kit. I thought about saving this one for my kids. 3 out of 4 of my kids have their birthday one day apart in July. So I was going to use this kit for their birthday week. But I'm just like, no, it's a June kit. It's fun. It's like June feels like it's finally summer, right? So we need these bright colors and fun. Thanks for the tips. I'll be here loving your channel and loving your kits on YouTube. Oh my God, you're so sweet. You are absolutely sweet. I appreciate you more than you even like could ever understand. So thank you. Hopefully those 2 little tips, like it doesn't sound like much, but once you start getting into the process of designing, like measuring and designing and stuff, those 2 things will make a lot of sense to you, especially using the millimeters. Like you don't want to use inches. If you're like, oh, I need a 1/2 inch, it'll be quite a bit off. And so, and luckily once you get to a certain measurement, like you get the template already, like I said, that it becomes a little bit easier. Then you're just like putting in new colors or whatever, and it gets a little bit easier. But I try to change stuff for you guys all the time too, like keep stuff fresh and new, but yet predictable. Because I know, like, I know which of these that I use and what I don't, and all this kind of stuff. Like, I don't use pay bills. I use most of the others. Planner time, I almost was going to take out. I do planner time every day. I need to just like start putting it into the planner instead. And for some reason, I just don't. So, payday is this Monday. Okay. And I don't work this week. So I don't have to worry about work because I have vacation time. Okay. So the week at a glance is all done. And then we have all of our weekdays. And it feels very, very weird that is all done already, but it is fun, fun, fun. All right. So that was week 23. We're going to go into week 24. Did we put, I feel like we didn't put the kit number down, and I need to before I get too confused. Okay. So we need the kit number here. And let's just pull them. There we go. And then I also need a kit number on the Daily Duo one. And I just always do it on Monday. That's like the easiest way to do this. Okay, that is all done. And then let's clean up that kit so that there's not confusion. And get my scissors out. I just cut off the extras. And then I store like these to the side, basically. I have a heaping load of these extras. But I have to say, I go into that book often. I'm thinking I need to do plan with me's with just my excess, like not even using a kit, just using my excess of stuff. So, all right, let's cut this one down a little bit too. We're just going to keep all of kit for 11 together over here, and we're going to keep cutting down stuff. These ones I won't be using on this month at all. So I'm going to cut them down because these I will, like all of this stuff I'll be using. So this is all going to go to the side for kit 411 for when I go in and do extra stuff. And then these ones will be going in my reusable sticker book. So let's cut off the extra. And I have, it's like, sorry, that was really loud. It's like a basket like this, but it's bigger. And here, let me just grab it and show you guys. Okay, so you can see this is all organized in different sections. And so all the stuff that have the same shape or the same scripts or whatever, I put into a pile. And then sooner or later, like when I'm just sitting there watching TV or like watching YouTube or something, I start putting these into my reusable sticker book. Or if I know like, hey, I need a laundry day, I'll just grab an extra sticker from this. So this is like an absolutely awesome basket. And so this is going to go join its friends in there. And then these are going to go in the recycling bin. Okay, we're going on to kit 414. Get that out of the way. This is such a cute kit, and I'm going out of order. Okay, we just did 411. I'm out of order on purpose, and that's because going on vacation. And this just seemed like a travel vacation kit, right? It has like the camper, it has all these beach things, pool things, flowers. And so I'm like, this is vacation week, and I just want this to be part of it. And so we have the Daily Duo headers, 2B, 2C, and 2D right there. And then the 7th box, all the extras. And then we have our week at a glance. And so this is going to be for week 24 in June 8th through the 14th. Let's go ahead and write 8, 9. Are any of you guys doing vacation this summer? Like, let me know where you're going. I'm excited. I am also surprised and also not surprised. The amount of Florida people that are in Iowa right now on vacation is kind of humorous, but also like there's storms every day in Florida and it's starting to get hot and stuff. So you guys like to come and get our regular weather while you can. But I just kind of laugh because whoops, wrong page. I kind of laugh because all of us want to go to your state and you want to come to our state. So um yeah, everybody freaks out before they go to Florida because every single day says storms. Like 65% chance of storms. It's Florida. Every single day you have storms. You just get used to it. Don't lay out too many things. Just lay out enough stuff that you can like, because it comes in really fast too. Like you'll be laying on the beach and you look out and you see the storm clouds. It comes in really fast. And so you got to gather your stuff and just go inside until it passes and then go have fun again. Although I am watching some stuff, like they said, basically there is a lot of algae this year, like seaweed and algae on the beaches, and it's making for like a lot of bugs and all this kind of stuff. And I do know though, the places we normally stay, the areas we normally stay, they are very good at cleaning up their beaches. And so I'm not super worried about it. But there's been some really nasty waves and a couple drownings this week. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe that's more normal than I realize, but it just heightens my awareness, which, guys, it's the ocean. You have to be aware. You have to understand you're not a strong swimmer, or like don't just let your kids go in there free willy and because there's undercurrents and all this kind of stuff. Like you have to be smart about it, okay? And so my kids just know, which I don't allow them in the ocean without me there anyways. Like they're usually always within hand gesture of me because I had a brother that drowned, and that was not in the ocean. It was in a very calm area. So I'm just heightened awareness of it all. Even in a pool, they don't go in until mama's in. My husband is not a swimmer at all. Okay, we're going to put this actually way down here because we'll be on vacation. So we might do grocery pickup, but sometimes I just go into the stores when we travel and I just grab what we need to grab. We always stay at a place that has laundry, and they always have a full kitchen too, because we usually make quite a few meals there. But I have found a lot of things that I am excited to go out and eat and try. And so there'll be a mixture of both, which will be really fun. Okay, this one, we also don't have the boxes, so we are going to pull out our reusable stickers. And let's go back and find a box. I think a bright yellow. Let's go see if we have, oh, we definitely have yellows. Do we have the correct size of yellow? Will be the question. So far, no. We have more yellows back here, though. Let's keep going through red, orange, yellow, blue, green. There. Perfect. See? Let's do this one. Oh, I love that color. Okay, and then I don't know why I didn't do this last time. We're going to come and steal a color from here, and let's have it be this bright pink, I think. So this is why I like all these just intermingle and work together so well. So, hey, more people joining. Let me know who you are, where you're from, and what you're doing. We are laying out all of June, as much as June in our daily duo that we can. So we're starting the second week of June. We've done the monthly and we've done the first week, and we're going on to week 24, which is crazy. Week 24 already. Love, love, love. Look at those washi strips. Aren't those beautiful? Okay, so we need a week 24. Get that out of the way. And it's June 8th through the 14th. So let's write that in. And I don't know, maybe I'll use this as a little journal, for the vacation, like what we did on what day and all this kind of stuff. I take thousands of photos, so God only knows that I need like to sit down and get them scrapbooked and all this. Okay, let's grab this. All right, what brand of sticker paper do I use? I go back and forth as many sticker paper, like sticker businesses do. There is sheet labels, and then there's online labels. And so between those two, I have tested out, whoops, Tobago's up here, Jamie. I've tested out many. I'm sure maybe some stores have them in, but I need to buy in bulk. And so the more you buy, it decreases the cost, obviously, but it is costly. So get ready. It's costly, and shipping it's very heavy. And so paying for shipping is costly too. Yeah, I don't have tons of advice. I do know Amazon has some sticker paper and stuff, and some people that don't need it in bulk do it through Amazon. So maybe look on Amazon. I don't know brands on there though, but otherwise that's kind of where I have gone because I need in bulk, like mass bulk. I just ordered 5,000 sheets it's probably been a couple months already. I'd only imagine what like Planner Kate has to order, like how many. It'd probably be pretty interesting to know. I would love to just pick her brain on some stuff. She's amazing. You know, she all started where we're starting, so we can always dream, right? Okay, let's go ahead. And this is almost easier, actually, like this little section of it, to know if it's trash and recycling day because we just did it. And so I know it's just a trash day. That feels very, very weird. The other thing too is like double or single injections. Like, luckily, while we are traveling, we have a single, and so we don't have to worry about transport like we did on our last vacation. Oh my gosh, because his injections, my son has injections. His injections have to stay cold, and so oh my gosh, it was a pain in the butt to make sure that it stayed cold but didn't get frozen. All this during our travel, because sometimes we just go throughout the night. Last year we went all the way to Legoland and Disney and stuff, so we went a lot further than what we're doing this year. I keep on grabbing that one. And so yeah, it was like a whole additional day worth that we had to make sure that his each syringe is $4,000, and he needs 2 of that specific injection, so $8,000 a month. And luckily, insurance covers a portion of it. But making sure that nothing happened to that, because I'm like, you can't get a replacement. Like, it's a special, I have to get it through a specialty pharmacy. So like if something were to happen, he would just have to go without it because other places wouldn't be able to fill that script. All right, we've got the 8th, 9th. I'm going to put these on with my fingers here. I'm liking this. I'm liking just going free flow and just keep on going. All right. I know I almost just put, Erin Condren had the Memorial Day sale, is what I was trying to say. And I almost put in another order, and then I'm like, no, stay focused, Jamie, and get done what you need to get done first, and then worry about the next step. So I have learned self-control a little bit. I was also sick during the weekend, and so I didn't want to look at a computer screen. There we go. Even my kids said, Mom, why aren't you going on live with all your people? And I said, baby, I really want to. Believe me, I do. But I just had to get feeling better. I was dizzy. So yeah, looking at a screen is not fun when you're dizzy. All righty. This thing is going to get really fat after this plan with me. All right, what time are we? We are so good on time. On to Friday and Saturday. Yeah, then we're barely back from vacation. All the sports start and go like full swing. Like everybody has camps. And then we have family coming in from out of state, staying with us, and holidays and birthdays. So our whole entire summer is basically gone already. Like it goes by so fast. Granted, lots of fun memories and time together and all this kind of stuff is spent, but it's just a lot. Like I do all the planning and prep and everything. So it's just a lot of extra on me. And then on top of it, I work and I have this full-time business also. And so it's kind of funny. I do it to myself. I glutton for punishment. All right, get that one out of the way and get that one out of the way. And that can go away. Start laying down these other sections. I ended up purchasing the notebook so I could split my A5 into 3 books. Plus, I wanted to add my budget in with the notebook paper. Yes, I love their notebooks. I'm looking over. I probably have at least 6 or 7 of them that are new, not even used. And then I have a notebook for certain purposes. Like I have a notebook for business ideas and then a notebook for my fitness ideas or like meal plans and stuff like that. And yes, I love the quality of their paper. At first I'm like, I don't want to spend that much on a notebook, but I love the quality of their papers. Let me let Kova out here real quick. Or she has to wait for a minute. There is a walker. Kofi, just wait a minute, baby. There's a walker. She'll bark at him. It's just my neighbor going and getting her mail, so it shouldn't be too long. You gotta wait 2 minutes, baby, and then I'll let you out. Okay? There's somebody out there. Yes. She just loves laying out there. That was a really short siesta for her. That dog can nap for hours, and that was really short. All right. Flip back over. I had turned off my AC this morning and I need to go turn it back on because it is getting warm in here. I had it on all day yesterday and I kept getting too chilly. And finally this morning, I'm like, nobody else is home. I'm just going to turn it off. I should just open the windows. That could be feeling nice too. Alrighty. All right, who's planning with me? Who's getting all of their stuff down? I got a big order this morning. Thank you, Bonnie, if you're on here right now, that I started pulling everything for already before my kids even went to school and started making the list of what all I need to print and cut. So I'm probably a quarter, maybe a third of the way through your order already. I wanted to get a quick start on it just because we're so busy tonight. And I'm just like, yeah, let's go. Otherwise, first thing this morning, I would have been live with you guys. Okay, flip. This is so cute. It's like a beach and has all the beach theme things. in it, but then, whoops, I dropped that one down too early. It has all the beach activity things in it, but then I also love it because it has like this pink bus, like the camper van. That is so super cute. You're doing your June budget. Good for you. You'll be so proud that you have everything down ahead of time. It really makes a huge difference. So, the part I feel like that I'm building upon, so I'm really good at getting like stuff down ahead of time. And I have my routines in place to help that, like, I don't have to work. Like, Wednesdays, I water my plants, and on Tuesdays, I clean out my fridge and my pantry. Like, I have those types of things in place. But I feel like the next thing I need to do in place is outside of the household chores, I have those routines. What do I do? Like, what do I focus on what day? Because otherwise, I sit down and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to focus on because there's 20 million tasks. So that's where, like, how I did the quarter 3 planning with you guys, that'll be coming up for my business. That's where stuff like that is going to help, because then I sit down and I'm like, okay, today is a filming day. And on this week, we are filming week 28. And so I just need to sit down and do those. And I'll already know like what kits. Usually I prep my kits for the whole entire month. Like, I sit down and do a whole entire month of pulling my kits. And so I should have those ready, but I need to set out, like, it lets me know when I could do a overnight, like a full night designing session also. And it just kind of lets me know where those pocket of time and energy is versus not. And especially with school getting out, I am a sucker at saying yes to my kids and making memories or sitting outside in the pool with them and stuff like that. And so I need to be even more focused, which is actually a good thing. Okay, like, things are taking me 4 hours that should take me 2 hours, and the kids being out of school make me refocus on that and get back to the correct time that I should. That being said, when I like, one of the recent things that I'm learning or trying to implement is, if I think something is going to take an hour, to really budget an hour and a half for it. So I'm doing 1.5 times the time that I think that it'll take. So if a task is I think it's gonna take me 20 minutes, I'm really going to allow 30 minutes for it instead. And that way, because I'm really good at overbooking myself, like overscheduling myself. And it's fine if I don't get to something, I just put it on to the next one. But another thing I have to do today is order our dance photos, because on Sunday, I need to see if it's Sunday morning or Sunday night, because this makes a difference too. On Sunday, the album goes dead, like they remove it. And so, yeah, I need to make sure to get that done. And also, usually I have to request help from the company, because they don't make it that I can order all 3 of my girls at the same time to get the same discount. So therefore, I always have to contact the company to do it on the back end. Like, I tell them what all I want to order, and then they do it. So I wish year after year I chat with her and I'm like, I wish you guys would upgrade, that it would allow you to do this. And I'm not quite sure why they don't, but they definitely have not upgraded that. So the easy ones to order are, like, I automatically have all 3 girls do photos together. And so the sister photos are automatic. I'm ordering those. And so that makes decisions a little bit easier. Okay, week 24, we have June 8th through the 14th. So brain dump, let's go and get that script. And I'll have to remember towards the end of this week, we'll be coming back, and I have to remember, I usually put in a grocery pickup order so that when we come back, we already have food that we're going to be picking up. And then I usually will turn down our AC, or turn up our AC, or turn off our AC while we're gone. And so when we're a few hours out, I put it onto the correct temp via my phone. And that way, when we return, it feels really, really nice. So we have our brain dump here, and then all our week at a glance. Love, love, love. Oh my gosh, this is such a fun kit. I am loving it. And I put all my kit numbers down. That was kit 414. Okay, so now let's reset, and we are going to go into a kit that I really, really love. Oh, these next two kits, you guys, you can't wait. These next two kits are awesome. We're going to do 412, and that's for week 25. Let's go ahead, and we are going to move. This is all we have for the other kit. We're going to move it over to the side with the kit for 11 that we had before. And then let's write down what all is going on with this. So we have, oh, Kova snoring already. 25. You know what? I didn't pay attention if my neighbors walked by again. I guess when she asked to go out again, I'll put her out. She obviously came back and just went to sleep. Silly dog. All right, June 15th through the 21st. So this will be the third week of June that we are doing. See, we are making pretty gosh darn good timing. There we go. I love this. And then let's go ahead and put our days of the week up here too. Oh, this one did not cut. I had issues with a few. I had recently moved where my cutter was, and it threw off a few of the settings. Let me just get this out. It threw off a few of the settings, and therefore a couple of the pages were a little bit wonky. And I knew that was a wonky page, which is why I put it into my plan with me. But obviously I didn't realize how wonky. What it ended up doing was pulling 2 pages through it at once. And so it was trying to cut when it was like double thickness like this. And so then the pressure gets off with the needle. It's supposed to just pull one page and do it. But with the move, something got jarred just a little bit uneven. And so it ended up causing that. And luckily, after I move it, or if I switch the needle or whatever, I do one page by one page until I know everything's good, just because I don't want like any huge issues occurring. Like I want to catch them as they occur. All right, Monday. Let me get, there we go. I love this. Okay, this is kit 412. I told you guys you were going to love it, and then I didn't even show you it. Kit 412, and look at those colors. Oh my gosh, you guys, so in love with these colors. This is the week at a glance. This is the daily headers. We do have our boxes this time, and then we have our 2B. 2C is so much fun. You guys, look at that. And 2D, and then we have our 7th box and all of our extras. I just absolutely love the coloring of this kit. Is perfect. I love when we get into the summer ones. Those are just like my favorite ones to design is summer ones. And so I kind of wish it could be summer all the time. Summer and like February, like Valentine's kits, those are really fun to design also. I don't know. I like bright, cheerful things. So that's probably why. Okay. Here we are. And we need our Sunday down. Oh, my dishwasher just got done. I've already done. I folded a load of laundry that came out of the dryer, and then I had some in the washer, went into the dryer, and I washed some. So I'll go put it in the dryer here shortly, and I'll be through 3 loads of laundry already this morning. And then we didn't close down the kitchen last night. I didn't do the dishes. And so I did them first thing this morning. So now my dishwasher is already unloaded and reloaded and done. And I have done all of the hand dishes too. So if you just have those processes in place, you can get so much done. And that was all before 8:30 in the morning, like really early. Okay. Let's go here. She is gorgeous. So gorgeous. I'm kind of sad that this planner is almost done, but I'm also excited. Like my new planners are sitting on my shelf next to me and they're just like, come play, Jamie. And I'm like, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. That is part of the pre-planning, the Q3 pre-planning with you guys too, is so I could start getting into those planners. But it might have to wait until after I'm back from vacation. We'll see. I'm trying to pre-plan, so that way it can expedite me getting into those planners. So I did decide for June. Oh, thank you, Kova. She's back here snoring. That's how bad she wanted outside. I did decide for my fitness planner for June, but because we're gone for 2 weeks on vacation, I'm just not going to do it. Okay, so I'm just going to skip out on June plan with me's in the fitness planner, and then July we're picking it right back up, which is kind of sad because these are some of my favorite kits, but I'm like, there's just not a huge benefit because when I'm on vacation, granted, in the past, when I'm on vacation, I still exercise and all this kind of stuff, and I'm mindful about my food, but I'm also going to like try all this stuff for the locals. We love going to local places. So if around Panama City Beach, if you guys have recommendations for local places, by all means, say it to us because those are our favorites. We want to support the locals, not the huge huge chains, like Margaritaville. Okay, that's all nice and fun and all this kind of stuff, but it's a huge chain. I would rather go to a mom and pop's place and support them, and we usually just love it way more. And it's funny because I remember it was probably like 10 years ago because the twins were in high chairs, I remember. And we walked into this tiny corner diner. Like it was, I think, I don't know, maybe like 6 tables in there. And of course, we need 2 high chairs. And we walk in there and everybody is just staring at us, which you get used to when you have 2 babies that you're walking around with. But everybody's staring at us. And I'm like, oh crap. And basically the waiter is like, we never ever get tourists in here. Like, how did you guys find us? And I'm like, these are the places we love. They were so super sweet and encouraging. And I loved everything about that. We like ended up going online and posting like huge reviews for them and stuff. But we're like, these are the places we love to go. Like, we don't want to go to the huge places. We want to go to you. And it was awesome. It was great. It was like good value for your money. And the food was really, really good. It was more like homemade food. And so I don't know if they are still in business. We did try looking up. We don't recall the name. And I could probably look back. It was something diner. So it was kind of vague. But I probably could look back on photos because I always try to take photos of where all we go and what we're doing. Workouts down here, but I could look back through photos and try to find them too. But otherwise, we remember, granted, hurricanes have gone through and all this kind of stuff. We remember where they were located. So we do intend on looking for them while we are down there. We need to put, I'm going to forget to put kit 412. So let's get that put real quick. So yeah, it's like, I'd rather go to a place like that than the Waffle House every single day. So, okay, this yellow, I love yellow. Right. And then because we have these, we can go ahead and pick a cute box out of this. And I think we're going to pick the pink. Oh my gosh, there we go. That is really cute. And then let's come over here and steal the teal washi strip. That is going to be really gorgeous. Okay. yeah, so I have more videos coming up. I have a couple already pre-recorded. I have the week at a glance testing in the dashboard. And then I have the quarter 3 business plan along. We need the week 24, right? Week 25. The business plan along with me we have. And so I do have some that I need to get I need to edit, but that's also something I can do in the vehicle on the drive down. So, oops, going to the wrong section. I need the weekly stickers right there. Cute. Week 25. And then we were June 15th through the 21st. She is really snoring behind me. Okay, that is, oh, we need brain dump also. This is so cute. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. You know, growing up, did I ever think, I always knew I wanted to be a nurse or a cosmetologist. Those were the two things that I was always back and forth on, which is funny because that's what my oldest daughter wants to do, either cosmetology or nurse. So it's kind of funny. Never did I think, oh, I'll end up opening my own sticker business. I actually used to sew and sell cloth diapers for babies when my youngest and my twins were really young. After my twins were born, it just became too much to keep up with. And they changed a whole bunch of legal regulations with it. And it basically took out a whole bunch of these small businesses because you would need like almost like a lawyer on your team, a paid lawyer on your team all the time to keep up with the legalities at that point. So that kind of stunk because I really, really loved what I did. But that was a lot of fun. And then I haven't done anything until opening my sticker business quite a few years ago. And I love this. I love this. Thank you guys for encouraging me to continue this because it's so much fun. All right, let's do Monday with these beautiful flowers. This is Father's Day week. So I don't know exactly. Okay, this curve, it keeps laying down more as I'm pulling it up. You guys, do you see that? You silly thing. This curve to the planner is just kind of killing me with the stickers right now. Also, I have to have like this planner is like a foot away from me for filming. And so that makes it a little bit harder too, but we make it all work. Okay. Let's go 412 down here. And then we need the matching, that's 2D. Let's find 2B. I like to match, like I said, these coordinate. So you could very easily put this down here instead, or you could do 2B down here instead. I like them matching with that top washi strip. So that's why I end up always doing. But you could do whatever. Yeah, drink here. Okay. Our 7th box in extras. We need to put our check it off list and our to-do. So this is, we'll be back from vacation. Wah, wah. That already makes me sad thinking about it. We are so excited. I am so glad that we make these traditions and this fun stuff with our kids and everything because my prayer is, you know, when they're older and they have their own lives, that they still come home for stuff like this, that we still, like, even when they get married and they have kids, that we still do our yearly trip to the beach together as a whole entire family. So we'll see. It's very hard in today's age for how busy everybody's schedule is. So we'll see. You just hope you plant the seeds correctly, right? That your babies will come back home regardless of their age. So here we go, and a to-do. And do I work on this week? Because I feel like that is something that I want to put in. I work Thursday and Friday this week, so we'll put it in when we get to that point. So I'm not going to put in like all these dance practices and all this kind of stuff, but a work schedule I will put in. So I'm excited to go watch my daughter at the Wax Museum. She decided she wanted to be Michelle Obama, is who she ended up picking. And she is like all about it. She has been practicing her speech that she is going to give as Michelle Obama. And she is doing so super good. Also, do you know Michelle Obama is 62 years old? She looks so great. Like, how is she 62? I'm jealous. She got some great skin and some great genes. Also, like her whole movement when she was the first lady, right? Her whole movement was health and wellness, and especially in our children population, like in kids. She wanted to help with childhood obesity and healthy eating and activity. And I just remember that, like a lot of first ladies, I don't really hear like what they stand for. And I feel like she was a very prominent first lady and really did her message and was very active out in the community and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know, I just always respected her because of that. And like, this is a lady that wants to trash and recycling. We need to put down, ooh, that's what we didn't do. Did we? No, we didn't. Let's go back here at the week at a glance and put in those little things that we didn't put down. But I love people that like have a message and they know it and they very classy and respectfully put it out there. And I don't know, I just felt like she kept her class, and that is very, very good because we're not getting into politics here. We're not. But, you know, some politics do not keep it classy. They just say or do whatever they want. And so I don't know. I just really respected that she found herself capable to do that. So people will listen more without you yelling. I got one of my kids at schools right now. We're having an issue of, I don't know that I want to call it a bully, but I am going to call it a bully because she is being rude with the intent of knocking somebody else down. And so to me, that's bullying. And the other child that's involved is like, I don't know what to do. Like, she's just yelling. And like, I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, I don't want her to continue to do this to me. And so what I end up telling the child was, sooner or later, you guys stand up. Because the whole question that this person's yelling to this other student about. So my daughter was in the same location when all this was happening. So this is how we had the conversation in our household. But the whole thing was, you unfriended me on Snapchat. Why did you do that? And she's yelling and coming at this person about it day after day, to like complete ridiculousness. Just move on. And so, yeah, she yesterday was screaming at this person and her friends were screaming at the person. And she's like, I just don't know why you unfriended me with Snapchat and blah, blah, blah. And the person she was doing it to just kind of sat there and felt very vulnerable because of it, because it was in front of everybody. And what I ended up saying to that student is, sometimes you got to be louder than the bully, but be it in a classy way. Why did you unfriend me? I don't understand it. Like, you're so whiny and you unfriended me. And you literally stand up and say, you're doing it right now. That's why I unfriended you. You're doing it right now. This is not a true friend. And then you walk away. You don't make a bigger scene. You don't be unclassy. You just call them out and say, like you obviously don't have insight to how you're acting, and that makes people not want to be your friend and be around you because of it. And so here my daughter is feeling like really uncomfortable over this whole situation and stuff. And so that's the recommendation that I made to the other student, was to just like, you're not going to stand up and fight. You're not going to like cause this huge scene or whatever, but you also are going to stand up for yourself to tell her to knock it off. And it's a very one sentence. Why'd you unfriend me? You're so whiny, and like putting you down, and you're doing it right now. Like, she can't sit there and say that I don't do that when she's literally doing it actively as they are speaking right then. So, okay, so I work at 7 o'clock and then at 9 o'clock. So this one is a 7 o'clock for Thursday. So let's go way up here. This is my mama's birthday too. So let's put in another one up here. And then it's also the anniversary of us buying our house. Okay, so this is a birthday, and then this is work. And I said it's at 7 o'clock. And we are going to do this. Oh yeah, I told you guys there was like some exciting announcement coming up for work, and I'll share it with you guys. So they are changing their hours. Like right now we are open until 9. So we're supposed to be there until 9:30, which is pretty late. Like we're open 7 to 9:30. But now they are switching to just 7 to 7. I'm so excited. I am so excited, especially during the summertime. That looks really pretty. During the summertime when it's still light outside for a couple hours, like 7 o'clock feels really early when you're used to working so late. And so, yeah, that'll be a new experience for me. I don't know. I talk about the most random stuff while we're on here. Somebody bring up a different subject. I don't know what you guys want to talk about. I did recently put out a video for my members only, talking about routines and like different tips and tricks on decreasing your decision fatigue, because oh my gosh, decision fatigue is a very real thing in today's world. And so things that you could be proactive about so that you don't have it is so worth it. And then I don't know, give me ideas for other videos. Like if you guys want some chatting videos and not just playing with me videos, give me some ideas. Some of them will be members only, some will be for everybody, kind of like my lives. Some are members only and some are for everybody. Because I love catching all of you guys at the same time. Here we go. I need to go get flowers for recital today still to give to my sweet dancers. I can't believe this season is already over. Like it's an all year long season, but it's just so sad every year when it's done. Like I love their teams and I love their studio, and yeah. So then we have to wait until next week to hear what I say 9 o'clock. Next week to hear the announcement as to who's on what teams. And then we have to wait forever to hear like what their dances are going to be and stuff. But it's exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. Currently, so I have a 9-year-old girl, 11-year-old boy-girl twins, and a 16-year-old girl. And all my girls dance competitively. And so currently the 9 and the 11-year-old is on a team together. And that has been fun. And it's been for 2 years now that they're on the same team and they love it. So I'm curious. Fingers crossed, this is as crooked as can be, isn't it? Fingers crossed that they put them on the same team again because they really do enjoy it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it actually does happen. Because it is fun. Sometimes it's hard to find them on stage because one's on this side of the stage and one's on this side, or one's up here doing a different move than this one back here. But man, the bond I have seen over the last couple of years end up with them is just like amazing. So, okay, 9 o'clock is when we work there, and we put this all down. This only goes until this would be the 8 p.m. I don't really mind that at all. If I did, I would just write in the different times over here, but it works out for us. So, okay, on to Saturday. This is the third week of June that we're in already. We are getting it done. All right, can I share some suggestions on how to use the 12 boxes? Yes, those are good ideas. So for a personal use one, and I will write it down as a video idea too, but 12 boxes uses. Let me get one more drink here. Okay. I was reading a few of these comments. So can you share the suggestions on how to use 12 boxes? In a personal planner such as this, those 12 boxes, obviously you can use for important dates like weddings, anniversaries, first day, last day of school, birthdays, stuff like that. You can use it on what tasks. So like how I have my monthly tasks at the beginning page. Let me see. I don't think January had. So like how I do my to-do list at the beginning of each of them. Here's February's. You could put some of these tasks into the 12 boxes. Okay. And so there's certain things on these that are like every 3 months instead of every single month. And so I could write it out on what months, or like I said, car registration, insurance is being due. Like we pay for our car insurance every 6 months, or our house escrow or insurance every 6 months. So you need to know when those are due so you're not late. And so you could write those things down. So chores, tasks, fitness, it could be your, like for the fitness planner, I am doing my stats. So my weigh in and then all my inches. It can be what books you want to read or what books you did read. That would be a good one to do there. All right, Saturday, and then we're going into Sunday. We're almost done with this one. Summer begins and Father's Day. Love, love, love. We're going to do a big box up there and write first day of summer, and then we're going to write Father's Day so we don't lose this here. First day of summer. Another thing that Father's Day I do in mine, and I think I just put that planner away. One thing that I do in my other ones is that I pre-plan out. So you can see I set up this one, but I didn't do it. This I really love. I actually do come through here and I mark them off. I just got to go and mark them back. These are monthly tasks I like to do every single month. And then these ones get written on that page that I just ended up showing you, like onto this page. But what I have done in the past, and I wish that I had this planner out because I don't think that I put it in my other planner. I'm looking right now. Is that I like to write in what kits. Oh, I did. You guys. Okay. Look at this. This is gorgeous. This talks to me. This is my favorite thing in the freaking world. Okay. So what I end up doing is I need to know what kit I need to design for what month and what week, like what the week ranges are. So I already pre-planned out like what kit was going to go with week 26 and all this kind of stuff. So I will be doing this in my next one. Is this the third year or second year that I have done this? But I love this. So These labels are from my shop. The hearts are from Planner Kate. This, I forget if these were Planner Kate or if they're Sarah Marie stickers. It's just like some random washies that I had left over. And then these are mine, and then I hand wrote in the rest of it. And so this is so super helpful. So then usually once I end up going through and I design that, I put a little check mark so that I know, like, okay, all the August kits are done. So you can see June is getting all done. I did there for a while. Quite a few months ago, I decided I'm doing 5 kits for every single month. Starting in June, I went back to 4 kits though. It just wasn't making sense to do it anymore currently. If stuff picks up and people are consistently ordering more than 4 kits, I will do it. But I don't know, the time it was taking away from me doing other stuff for you guys, so I didn't want to. But for 12 boxes, something like this is really, really good. So even if you want to set it up like this could be what kit you are using for your planner for that month. So these are what I'm designing, but these could be what I'm also using for the plan with me's. But you could very easily like put the month up here and then put the hearts and then just write next to it what your task is that you want to do if you're doing one of those other ideas that I gave to you. So I hope that that helped a little bit. This is like one of my favorite layouts that I'll just continue to recreate because it's so gorgeous. I'm glad I did have that somewhere to be able to show you guys though. Okay, let's get Sunday down. All right. I really enjoy when you pack orders. I love seeing what others purchase. Oh, okay. I like hearing that because, and this is why, whenever I do it, I feel like I'm bragging and I feel like it's weird. And I'm like, people don't want to see like what other people are ordering. But I know I watch those things. So maybe I'll start doing like every other week or weekly. Like I don't know how often, but maybe I'll try to do 1 or 2 of those a month because I also originally was going to I was going to do some lives doing pack orders with me. Now I don't consistently even have orders open. Okay, like I'm not that big. And then other times I have 10 orders open. So it's very inconsistent as far as how many. But yeah, I've been wanting to even go live with you guys and pack the orders, but I was too scared. I was too scared you guys would think of me poorly for it. So I love to hear that, like pack orders with me. Here, let's put that. Pack orders with me. And also the currently page, the one with the to-do list after the monthly page. I know that one gets everybody. To do /currently page, I think is what I'm going to call it. What I call it is a monthly dashboard. I struggle with that one too. And so you can see on this one, did you see what I did on this one? Here, let me put this down. On this one, I was going to lay it down and then I decided that this would be more useful. And so, yeah, I just covered it up with this because I already had in my head an idea for it. But I have done, I don't know if it's in this planner. See, that one's empty. I have done that. I have filled it in. I feel like it's in my work planner. Give me 2 seconds. And let's see here. June. So for June, what we are going to use for it. So look at that kit. Isn't it so cute? Oh my gosh. But for June, see, here it is the 7x9 dashboard. And so I printed out June and we're going to lay it all out on this one. I wonder if it's May then that I did it. I know, no, May I covered it up one of these months right here. Okay, so it can kind of lay out like this. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I needed to know what kits I was filming with and then what kits I was designing. And so these got designed, any projects I needed to do. So I put clean out desk drawers. I literally pulled everything out of every single drawer, reorganized it, got rid of stuff, all this kind of stuff. And it was actually really nice because stuff I thought I needed to order, I actually had like 2 boxes of. Content plan May, planner inventory, what to order. So this was before the launch happened. And then I had like a running to-do list. But that being said, a lot of times that first page before, see, I didn't do it that month because of doing it. Let me see. So usually the page before, sometimes I'll run a running to-do list, or maybe it's this page over here that I was doing it. Well, I'll run a running to-do list of what I need to do for the month for my business. And now recently I have switched into this video processing, and this has been really helpful for me. So I'll kind of stick with that for a little bit instead. But yeah, I'll sit down and I will think of some different ideas and all that kind of stuff for that page. And if you guys have different labels, like scripts that you want for that currently page or the dashboard page, whatever you want to call it, just let me know. Like, I'm willing to change up what some of those labels are to make it a little bit more functional for you guys, because I feel like as a rule, a lot of us are pretty lost on it. Now, I do have currently stickers that say like what I'm reading, what I'm listening to. I'm trying to think what all the prompts are. Let's see. Uh-oh, my neighbor just started. My neighbor started mowing. We'll see. So I have these currently scripts. This is 2.0 and this is 1.0. So it just comes down to what sizing that you guys like. And then there's 2 months worth on each page. But currently watching, reading, planning, eating, loving, listening to, enjoying, and grateful for. And so you could very easily like lay these down onto that page also would be another option for you. But okay, did we just complete this actually? We still have 1 more week. We're not too far out here. Let's flip through here, get into the frame here, Jamie. So Sunday, love the yellow. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, we got our work in there. I hate that there's work in there. And then let me put Mom B-Day. There we go. And yeah, try not to lay down too many stickers. We're just trying to get the base down here. This is going to be so helpful that that's already down. I think the only other thing I'm not putting in here that I've talked about maybe doing is the single versus double injection week, but we'll just do that when we get back from vacation. Okay, then we are going to go on to week 26 here in a second. Let's clean up these areas. This is working really, really well, you guys. And then I'm sure with him mowing, it's going to cut it a little bit shorter, which is fine because this is, I should be able to get that one down. And then I have to worry about getting to the school on time sooner or later. Okay, we're going to put these stickers over. So I basically will have a little inventory of what stickers I need to go back through and finish out this planning portion of it. So this will be so super nice. Okay, guys, wait until you see this sticker kit. This is one of my favorite. Is this the last week? Let me double check. It goes through the 28th, so it is. So also, this goes through the end of the planner. Oh, wait. We still have the 29th and the 30th, but I probably won't use that I'm not going to just do a partial week. So this will be the last week in this planner that we are laying down. And I am so happy and proud, like I said, how chunky she is and how utilized she is. Like that shows a lot of hours and proudness of what I do. So anyways, let me show you this kit because she is gorgeous. I call this one Pink Bows. And just with that like minty green behind it, she is so cute. This kit 413, you guys. Look at those colors. Oh, so gorgeous. Okay, so we have Daily Duo. I did do the labels because these are just really pretty and I wanted them to coordinate. Also, like I have a lot of pink labels and stuff, but I didn't know if I had the right pinks. Then we have 2B with big bows. And then we have a plaid 2C, and then bows and hearts for 2D, and then just hearts for the 7th box and extras. And then we have our week at a glance that is also so gorgeous. Yeah, kit 413. I don't know. I kind of want to use this one multiple times this year. It's chef's kiss. I love it. All right, I'm going to do a little funky and just put a few things down over here already, like do this page first. And then let's go ahead and put the green down because that's going to be pretty. And then for coloring down here, let's do the dark pink. It's close to a red, but it's a really dark pink. I know a few of you guys are not huge on pink. I do try to switch it up where some kits don't have pink, some kits do. Sometimes I don't have complete control in this. Just a lot of people that design patterns do a lot of pink. And so sometimes I just don't even have the say, but I do try to find kits that aren't always the same color. Like it could be a blue theme or it can be a green theme. But that being said too, if you guys don't enjoy pink and a kit like this comes up, I have so many other kits to pick from. So just go pick something that like really talks to your heart instead. I understand. Not everybody is all about pink all the time. And yeah, like I said, sometimes it's more like what is available to me really dictates it. Week 26, making sure we were right. So week 26 is the 22nd through the 28th of June. That is cute. All right, we're going to get her over there. Oh, we need brain dump. Let me get her back out. Perfect amount of brain dumps in here. I can use these ones, but I've been using a little bit smaller of a size. The other thing too, while driving on vacation, if I can, that I want to get a whole bunch of them done is scripts, like expanding my script offering. So if you guys have specific words or labels or icons, stuff like that, that you are wishing, let me know. Like put your request in. Okay, let's get this one. And it was week 26, June 22nd through the 28th. And then let's get all of our dates in over here. Perfect. And do I work this week? I guess I didn't put on the week at a glance. I did not label. Tuesday and Friday I work this week. So let's put it on here and then I might go back actually and put it on the other one, Tuesday and Friday. And we have our payday. And was this trash and recycling? How did I forget already? Nope, this one's just trash. Beautiful. And let's see, Thursday and Friday is when I work that week. So I'm just going to steal the work scripts from here and put it on Thursday and Friday. Let's throw workouts right here. Okay, back to it. This is cute. This just reminds me of like picnics, basically. Okay. See, this is nice and flat over here. The other side is not. So I keep all my planners. I do not throw them away. These are just kind of like journals. But then I also go back through and oh, I just got an email that I was nominated by a coworker for like an extra award. Like it just came through on my screen. That was so sweet. Oh my gosh, I'll look at it after we're done, but that is so sweet. Anyways, I keep them because I do refer back to them. Like this time last year, what all was going on, maybe like when was the football camp? What was extra stuff? How many times did the high school dance team have to do driveways? Like just different ideas so that I kind of can pre-plan like how our schedule is going to look. So then we can get fun stuff scheduled in also. And so, yeah, I keep them. I think they're fun to look back through, and I actually do refer back to them. Oh, that's really crooked. I am struggling with how much of a curve. I don't know if you guys can notice. Look how curved that is. And so I think I'm so used to laying it down on that bottom line, but I think what I need to do is line them up on the edge there. You're going to get down. There we go. That worked out better. Perfect. And then where is my ruler? Let's get rid of that. My desk is staying so tidy while I'm doing this plan with me. I'm so proud of myself. You guys know with stickers, your desk can get so full and crazy. So, all right, grocery pickup. I'm going to leave it extra because, I don't know, usually summertime there's some extra pickups happening because kids are home and eating more. And our garden is giving us strawberries. And so my kids are constantly out there getting them and eating them. And oh my gosh, they're so delicious. If you have never had homegrown strawberries versus the strawberries that you get at the store, there is a huge difference between the two. They're way smaller. Okay, so like my strawberries do not get huge like what's in the store because right, they're being grown in greenhouses and stuff generally. Or if you've even ever gone strawberry patch picking, huge difference in flavor. They are so juicy and sweet and awesome and good. And yeah, oh my gosh. So that's the other thing I've got to make sure daily going out, watering the garden, but then also picking the garden so that stuff doesn't go to waste out there or animals don't get it. Because I had a squirrel literally come up and pick a strawberry and like look me straight in the face and run away with my strawberry the one day. And I thought it was kind of funny, but yet frustrating too, because I'm like, man, I was going to come out and pick the strawberries first and then water the garden. And I decided to do it the opposite direction. And that strawberry would have been mine had I done it that way. But he looked like he enjoyed life having that strawberry. Okay, there are those. And we did that one. Oh, I love this kit. I may say it's my favorite kit, but there are so many that are my favorite kits. There really is. Okay, now we need to prep this one. And I think we're going to do these down the center just because where all the bulk is. All right, who has gotten a whole bunch of stuff done while we're on this live? We're 2 hours in, a little over 2 hours. And so I'm really hoping that quite a few of you guys have achieved quite a few things. And it can even be I'm cleaning my house or doing my laundry while listening to you. I'm fine with whatever way. But if you're planning also, like what all have you gotten done? Like I said, just once you start, you really just can snowball effect and get a lot of stuff done. All right, 23. Beautiful. I have forgotten a few birthdays. We have actually a lot of family birthdays in June. And I don't think any of them watch this channel, but if you do, and I forgot your birthday, it's because the planner is not complete. I will go back through, but there's just something about your mama's birthday that has to get in there. So that's why mom got her birthday in there. Okay. There. Oh my gosh. I love all of the prints, but this one is probably my favorite print out of the 4 prints that go onto the kit. Beautiful. Okay, let's go down and find our 2B. And generally, I put the check it off list and the planning with Jamie on these ones, and I'm just purposely not doing it for time-wise today, but that's probably what I will be doing when I get into this planner on my own. Okay, so that curve is there, but when I lay it flat like this, that curve is gone, which is what I need. So we might start doing some weird angles here just because my stickers keep going down so wonky otherwise. See, that goes down like perfectly straight when I do it the way I normally do it. Beautiful. You know what? Let's just put all the bottom boxes on here. I need my plaid ones. These bottom boxes will also fit over here. So if you want to leave this open or doodle or write your verse of the day or anything, they will fit over here also. So always just think of different reasons. Like maybe this is your work. Like this actually goes from 9 to 5. Maybe that's your work section and you just want to make the list into this box instead. So always think outside of the box, literally. All right, 2D has the bows and the hearts. Okay. And then we have the Sunday. And then I'll get us a little straighter here again. Sorry, I kind of ripped it while I was going a little too fast. There we go. So you can't even tell it's a tiny rip there in the corner. Okay, then we need the Sunday header. There. Get it back to straight for you guys. And the to-do goes up there. This is probably going to work better anyways, because now I could go through and I could put all the check it off lists I love these being a circle. It used to be a square, and I have to say, I love that change that I made. I don't know, it just looks daintier and prettier, and I just love it. All right, and we have a Saturday. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Also, like they have off-white paper, and so this color with the off-white just looks even prettier too. Okay. See, once you get into the groove, it just goes so much faster. Like each of these videos, videos. So each of the week at a glance would have been 30 to 45 minutes. And then each of the daily duos would have easily been around 45 minutes to an hour. And we are like getting the whole entire month done so fast. And sometimes out of necessity, this is just what's needed. When you guys see the Q3 plan with me, so let me show you something here real quick to give you a little idea. So this is like what my goal is for June, and all of these reds are YouTube videos. And this is not including members only or lives or like little extra stuff that I throw in for you guys all the time. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, that is 17 YouTube videos to film. And then you have to edit all of it, which takes like double the time of whatever you ended up filming. And granted, the finished product is like an hour. Generally, it is cutting out a lot of minutes from the true, like when there's little breaks or interruptions or COVID in and out nonstop, or so it's a huge time commitment. And June, I'm mostly doing, because like I said, we're going to be gone 2 of the weeks. And I just want to get this out for you guys, but it also helps me having it laid out already. But that being said, too, some of it is I need to change a few processes to have more time in the back end for planning and doing orders and all that kind of stuff. I think for orders, the other thing I can do too do you guys like shorts? Like watching YouTube shorts? I am trying to push myself into these sections, like the shorts and the reels, and I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. And I don't know why it's hard. I don't know. I've been on YouTube forever, but why are these short form contents hard for me? So if you have tips and tricks on that, send it my way. Because like I said, I don't know why that is intimidating to me, but it is. And so I've put out a few. Oh my gosh. Do you guys hear Kova? She's like really, really snoring. All right. I need to go back in. I need to go back in and put when the work days are. I know those ones we need to get into here. And is there anything significant? There's camp that one of my kids are going to. There's some appointments and stuff, but really is the work days. So that was Tuesday at 9. So here, let's pick a pink and put it at 9. Grab work. What's the location? Okay. And then we like to put these down so that we know it's the whole entire day. I like my long hours though, and that way I have more days free. Like I'm off today during the week because I work 12-hour shifts. And I don't know, I like that. I know some people are like, I don't know how you work 12-hour shifts, but I also don't know any different. Like in healthcare, that's just pretty normal. They did ask recently if people were interested in going to like 8-hour shifts, but I just don't know that I could. So yeah, guys, if you guys could give a big thumbs up to this. Also, just to let YouTube know that people are enjoying it. I don't know. The algorithms of everything is so weird. Okay, Friday is at 7. They are very, very weird. One time you do a video and it like almost goes viral, and then you try to build off of that and then it's a complete dud. I don't know. Then starting, so like I have 9 o'clocks and 7 o'clocks, but starting in July, all of them are 7 o'clocks. So that's actually helpful to me too, because getting home earlier, sometimes my kiddos will be busy or they go to bed early, and then I can jump on lives with you guys. So, okay, this one was a 7. That is awesome. Did we put in our trash and recycling? We did not. See? Was it just trash or trash and recycling? It was just trash. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I love you guys for it. I really do. I feel weird asking for it, but I know so many times I watch stuff and I forget to like it. Or like even Instagram, I'm scrolling through and I really like the content, but then I forget to give it a heart. And I've been trying to get way, way better at that kind of stuff because it really does matter. So yeah, I've been trying to help other content creators because there's a lot of hours that go into it. Obviously, I enjoy it or I wouldn't do it. Okay. Payday. And then let's put those over. We're going to get this with the rest of the pile. Oh my gosh. This literally, I love this kit, you guys. This is awesome. Oh my gosh. The other thing, so I have membership over at YouTube. Like this is something that I have been wanting to get going for a long time. And so I have memberships over at YouTube. And if you guys look through them, there's 3 different. There's supporters, which is kind of like a tip type one. And then there's planner pals and there's planner besties. So with each level, you get more things. And as I flip through here, I'm going to flip through the whole entire month and show you guys what all we've done. But I'm going to talk about memberships a little bit because all of you guys rock that has already joined my membership. I felt like an imposter actually when I put out memberships, but I've been talking about it long enough. And I'm like, it's never going to be the perfect time. Just do it, Jamie. So the other thing is too, is when any of my members order, I prioritize their order going out before other people, because it's just like so sweet that they're doing this extra support to me and everything. And so, yeah, I pull their order faster and get it out faster. Granted, everybody goes out really fast, like I have to say, but, yeah, it's just like an extra perk. There's polls that we put out. Sometimes the polls is like, what's the next video you want to see, or what's the video topic that you want? Sometimes it's, would you rather this be a monthly kit pattern or this be a monthly kit pattern? Like July, I put out, do you want a lot of red, white, and blue, or just like one kit for that week? And so always be watching too, so that you guys can get your votes in. And so it's kind of interesting. Sometimes you guys vote opposite of what I expected you guys to vote. So I really enjoy like the interaction with you guys all the time too. And then obviously with a lot of people switching to A5 size stuff, there might be like some changes that come up or whatever that I might be asking advice for. And so you can have a little bit of say in some customization. So look how cute this is. We got so much done, you guys. Like this is week 24. This is our travel week. So it's a travel kit. I love this. Oh my gosh. And then Father's Day week. I didn't do a Father's Day kit this year. There is a Father's Day kit in my shop though. So if you guys are interested in it, just type in Father's Day, go and find it. It says like world's best dad and stuff on it. But this year I decided not to do a specific Father's Day kit because of that. I just loved so many other patterns that I decided to prioritize those. So, and then obviously the kit 413 that I am just boasting over that we just put down. Guys, this feels so awesome to have all of this down. So I still have to put the meals down here. So this is always what is for supper. And I put a little meal icon, and then I need to put other specifics. But otherwise, we literally just like planned all of this on our live together. So I love, 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 love it. So, all right. I do need to get going. I love you guys. Make sure you guys give this a thumbs up. I love everybody that joined us. I hope you guys got a lot of planning done or a lot of relaxation done. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. If you guys ever have a request of something that you want to see, maybe it's a live, maybe it's a video, maybe it's a sticker or an icon or a script, just go ahead and email me about it. I do check my email. I recently had an email get lost somehow, but luckily the person reached out to me again to be like, hey, I did email you. So yeah, if you don't hear back from me, feel free to email me again also, because I am very responsive typically. So, all right, like I said, make sure you give this a big thumbs up, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Bye.